What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Life Coach Zach podcast. This is Zach Rance, your host. We actually did a small rebrand. This is now called the Live Better Now podcast with Life Coach Zach. And I want to say thank you so much to all my fans in Russia and all my fans in Argentina. We're climbing up the charts. We're global. We're international. To all you guys out there that haven't left a review, don't forget to subscribe, leave an honest review. We recommend 5 stars. And continue to share it with friends and family. We're getting a lot more specific about what we talk about on this podcast. In the beginning, it was very, very broad and vague, and we talked about anything from physical health to mental health to meditation. We've spoken to a lot of plant specialists, a lot of psychedelic specialists, a lot of personal finance experts, and I've decided we are going to get hyper-specific around mental health mindset, guys, because I've gained so much results. I've gained so many results from just having these conversations with experts when it comes to mindset that I want to double down on all the things I talk about when it comes to mental health and mindset. So this episode, actually, if you can tell by the title, what to do when you're feeling stuck, is very relevant to my most recent Instagram post that I posted this week. It was an Instagram post that went semi-viral. We're at over 42,000 views, over 100 shares on this Instagram post, Instagram reel, about a client of mine who came to me last year, back in July of 2022, feeling extremely stuck in his life. He didn't like his job. He had no money. He was abusing drugs, in this case, cocaine, a few times a week, and wasn't going to the gym. Had a terrible mental health problem, was struggling a lot, was experiencing a lot of challenges in his life. And he came to me, "Hey, Zach, do you think you can help me out?" And after having a few conversations with him, 2 or 3 conversations before we started working together, it came down to the fact that he needs to get clean. And we discovered that together. I did not give this person advice. I did not tell them what to do. I simply just asked the right questions to uncover what he wanted for himself over the next 6 months, over the next year, over the next 50 years of life. And he wanted money. He wanted to travel. He wanted to be happy. He wanted to feel secure and safe. And he wanted to feel inspired. And he wanted to be ambitious. And he knew he could accomplish more. But there was a lot of things that were holding him back. And he felt stuck. And the biggest factor that was holding him back was his usage of drugs. And this is a problem, guys. It is an epidemic. We do have a drug problem in America. We have a drug problem around the country and around the world. And it's not just cocaine, fentanyl, and heroin. I mean, there are a lot of people that are addicted to marijuana. There's a lot of people that are addicted to alcohol. There's a lot of people that are addicted to caffeine. There's a lot of people that are addicted to the vape. And even though the vape doesn't really change your mindset, it is extremely detrimental to your health. So when this client came to me and we discovered together that the most profound and blaring issue in his life was his drug problem, we decided to get clean. And the first thing he did to get clean was get rid of his paraphernalia. The second thing he did to get clean was text me every single night, email me every single night when he was going to sleep sober. And fast forward the clock, 10 months, he has been sober for over 275 days. He has erased a lot of his consumer debt. He has saved up a good amount of money in his savings account. And he just landed his dream job in the dream city that he wanted to move to. He's lost over 50 pounds. He is extremely healthy. He's in the best place of his life he has ever been. And it didn't take much to make that change. All it took was one small pivot, putting one foot in front of the other, and doing that day in and day out consistently over time. Because those small wins stacked consistently over time amount to massive results. So I want you to think about the one thing that you can either stop doing or that you can start doing that will put your life or pivot your direction in a better way. And if that is going to the gym every single day, if it's to stop smoking cigarettes, if it's to stop drinking alcohol for a month, if it's to start that business, to start that podcast, to pick up the phone and call a friend, to pick up the phone and ask for help, to schedule an appointment with your therapist, those small wins each and every single day are going to amount to the results you're after. So to the listener today, and if you're listening on Audible, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, whatever it is, do not forget to leave an honest review. We recommend 5 stars. If you're listening right now and you're feeling stuck, I want you to write down, whether it's digitally or pen to paper, what's that one thing you're going to do today? And what's that one thing that you're going to be more intentional about from now until the next episode that drops to pivot your life in a better direction? Because this story, this anecdote of the client I was working with, that I'm still working with, is proof that through small steps, consistently executed over time, you will reap massive results. So how to know if you're feeling stuck? I think it's a pretty simple and user-friendly feeling to understand. I don't think you got to read a book or watch a video on Socrates or Plato or Aristotle to recognize when you're feeling stuck. A lot of us feel stuck a lot of the times. And there's a lot of reasons why we feel stuck is because we are such a consumeristic society and we want a nicer car, we want a newer watch, we want a newer bag, we want more followers, we want to eat at more expensive restaurants. So we're always chasing, we're always craving more things, right? So it's easy to feel stuck when you don't have the things that you dream or believe that you should have. But at the end of the day, those things that we want, those things that we're after, we have to earn those things. You have to earn a lot of money. You have to earn the ability to go to parties and go to events and go to charities with extremely successful millionaires and billionaires, okay? You can't just show up because you think you're deserving or feel privileged that, you belong there, okay? You can't make money out of thin air. You earn money out of thin air. 2 completely different things, okay? And in this society, in this day and age, a lot of people live with the microwave mentality. They want to house hack and do, zero money down creative financing to build a massive $100 million real estate portfolio. They want to buy the newest altcoin, whether it's Dogecoin or Shiba Inu, and they want to get rich from that. They want to buy an NFT and flip it and make $40,000. They want to, find a rental and they want to, create this huge Airbnb arbitrage business. Okay. But getting rich is not easy. Getting rich takes time. So back to the conversation of what to do when you're feeling stuck. The one thing to do when you're feeling stuck is the one thing that's going to make you a better version of yourself next hour than you were this hour. And if that means meditating for 5 minutes, if that means journaling for 10 minutes, if that means picking up a book that you said you were going to read last year and the year before and the year before, reading the first page. Okay? Now, obviously, I talk a lot about goal setting, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, timely goals that are going to help you create the lifestyle you want. And having these goals written down is so key to your success, because if you don't know where you're going nowhere. And I feel like I'm beating a dead horse when I talk about goal setting from time to time. But the real reason why I continue to talk about goal setting is because goal setting is so important to me. And I continue to talk about my goals, or let me rephrase that. I continue to write down my yearly goals, my monthly goals, my quarterly goals, my weekly goals, my daily goals, my morning goals, my afternoon goals. And the more I revisit them, look, you guys, they're right up here. Objectives. Make $20,000 a month. Be in the best shape of my life. Travel the world and become a top 100 podcast. Okay? Those are my objectives right now. And then I have the systems in place. What are the systems that are going to get me there? Okay? I got to ask for reviews every single day. Okay? And I've done it twice already. And third time the charm. Guys, if you have not already left a review on Apple, Spotify, Audible, Google, iHeart, go ahead and leave a review now or after this episode. We recommend 5 stars. But being specific around your goals is very, very important. So 2 things to do when you are feeling stuck. That's going to be the description of this podcast. Is 2 things to do when you're feeling stuck. Number one, be a better version of yourself this hour than you were last hour, and do that every single hour for a week straight. Second thing you got to do is you got to write down your goals, your health goals, your habit goals, your personal finance goals, your relationship goals, your community service goals, your habit goals, your reading goals, your family goals, spirituality goals, personal finance goals. I don't know if I said that already, but if I said it once, it deserves to be said a second time. How much money do you want to have in your bank account by the end of the year? Is it $25,000? Good. You got to save $1,500 for the next 12 months, 10 months, whatever the math is, to get that $25,000 in your bank. Is your reading goal to read 4 books this year? Good. That's 1 book a quarter. That's literally 10 pages a day. Is your goal to lose 40 pounds? Awesome. You got 8 months. We got to lose 5 pounds every single month. We got to intermittent fast. We got to stop eating sugar. We got to stop drinking alcohol. We got to exercise every single day. And having accountability, having a mentor, having someone in your corner, whether it's a coach, whether it is an online community, whether it is a friend, a family member, someone who you want to call you out, is so important. That was one thing I was lacking for a lot of my adult life, was accountability. Even though I'm someone who was pretty self-reliant, very independent, I was getting everything done. I was paying my own bills. I was, creating a lot of momentum in my finance journey, in my career, and things like that. I need a little bit extra accountability. So I went ahead and I hired a life coach, right? I have a life coach that I speak to every Friday at 12:30. Shout out to my life coach. You know who you are. And he holds me accountable to the commitments that I make to him each and every single week. Some of the commitments that I've been making recently are getting up at 4 a.m., being at the gym at 4:30, getting right into that cold plunge, hitting my Ironman session, training session, that's swimming 1,000 yards, getting my meditation done, and doing my micro tasks and hitting my micro goals when it comes to my real estate career, when it comes to my life coaching career, which are going extremely well, guys. I had a huge Q1. Sold 4 houses, did probably 12 plus rentals, added 4 or 5 new clients to the life coaching roster, half of which have already re-signed, one of which who's paid in full for the year. And these people are getting results. One of my clients, he's down 45 pounds. Another one of my clients, he's been sober for 275 plus days. Another one of my clients who wasn't working, and the therapists and doctors and everyone she spoke to, specialists told her she'd never work again. I helped her start her own business. She made over $900 last weekend. Okay, huge win, huge success stories coming from my corner, coming from my camp. And that's because we focus on those small wins. We focus on those micro tasks that executed daily amount to massive results. So if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling like you don't know where to go, head over to lifecoachzach.com. Schedule a free discovery call. This is a 15-minute phone call where you and I are going to dive deeper into your challenges, into your goals. And together, if we seem like a good fit for each other, we're going to co-create an action plan for you. And that action plan is going to be written down, and I'm going to hold you accountable to those actions. Thank you guys so much for listening to this episode of the Life Coach Zach podcast. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have an amazing week. And I will see you next time on the Live Better Now podcast, hosted by Life Coach Zach. Take care, guys.